Hey, it's Zephyr. I am making a YouTube channel, to help people with, just, questions about transgender, questions about female to male transgender in specific, because that's what I am. I am going from female to male. So I started on testosterone today. Woohoo! This is my natural voice. It's not changed in any way yet. It hasn't gone up, hasn't gone down, hasn't done whatever it's gonna do yet. The only thing that I realized for directly after my shot, I got really thirsty. I noticed that, and I had a little flare-up of asthma, but nothing major, but I think that was just due to the fact it's cold. There's snow up here. I live in northeastern PA, so walking outside with asthma when it's cold is kind of a bitch. But, so this is going to be to help people, especially in the northeastern PA region, or Pennsylvania in general. So Pennsylvania has a rule that says you have to wait 3 months or do an informed consent model. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about both. So the 3-month thing is that you go to see a therapist and you wait 3 months, like, seeing the therapist for a week, once a week at least, for 3 months. What that does is the therapist diagnoses you with gender dysphoria, works out a treatment plan, and sees if you're at a mental, like a mental health state to start the hormones. I didn't have a lot of depression or anxiety. I do have gender dysphoria. I hate the body I was given. But I don't have a lot of anxiety or depression. But she did help me work through a lot of other things. Like, just like a whole lot of crap from when I was younger. I did not have the easiest childhood. So she helped me work on those. But she also prepared me for what testosterone is going to be like, because I have the patience of a saint. I have worked at a customer service desk for 4 years at a Home Depot. So I can handle angry people like a fucking saint. When you are screamed at on the daily about a kitchen somebody messed up and it wasn't you, trust and believe I had to have had the patience of a saint to do that on a daily basis. So, I currently work at Lowe's. Look at that, they stole me. But, yeah. So, my ability to handle anger is going to be a lot different. Whereas I was able to get screamed at by customers and still with a smile on my face be like, oh, is there anything else I can help you with? Is going to be now, fuck you, I'm out. So, I need to learn how to control that a little better. Since this is just my first day on the testosterone, obviously my voice has not changed. My physical appearance has not changed. The only thing I notice is my leg kind of burns because the injection, it's a very viscous injection. It kind of looks like syrup in the bottle, but it goes underneath your muscle. So it kind of hurts a little, and burns a little, but I think it's just because it's an injection and they do that sometimes. I noticed I'm thirsty, a lot more thirstier than normal, but again, probably just because it's an injection. I will let my doctor know, but pretty sure it's just because it's an injection. The other way is called an informed consent model. And what an informed consent model is that you go and do all of your research online, you make sure you have all the symptoms, you go to a place like the Mazzoni Center that does an informed consent model and say, hey, yes, I definitely have this disorder, I can prove everything, I know all the information about my transition, and I know how this is going to work. So that means that you've done your research, you are informed, and you give consent for them to do treatment. Hence, informed consent model. You can do that. If you can get into the Mazzoni Center that quick, by all means, if that's what you want to do, go ahead. I highly recommend doing a therapist route because if you have, like I said, depression or anxiety or anything like that, it's just going to get worse on the testosterone, so I would get that taken care of first. But to each its own, do your way, that's fine. I, like I said, did the therapist way, helped me work on things. Also, the Mazzoni Center is 2.5 hours away from me, so yeah. I'd rather go the hour away from me drive. But everybody has different places they're living, and you can technically get your family doctor, if they will do it. Mine does not do, hormone replacement therapy for transgender individuals. Mine won't even do hormone replacement therapy for women who are going through menopause and they just want more estrogen. He won't do it. So, you have to find a endocrinologist, is what they're called. They do hormones. You have to, or just find a center that will do it. Like, I go to Allentown Women's Center because they're awesome. And their staff is very friendly, courteous, everything else. They're much closer to me, than going all the way to Philly. Even though I originally tried to get the Mazzoni Center. But they had a very, 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 very long wait. And if I have the ability to go to another center, then why not? It's closer. Like I said, they're very nice. My doctor and everybody, the staff, everybody used the correct pronouns. Everybody used the preferred name. And even when I went in there, I buzzed in and used, government name. And they were like, oh, you didn't have to use your government name. We had your preferred name here. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I could just, buzz in without the government name. I don't have to feel awkward. Nice. Thank you. They also have a guy, on site. He is a, like the transgender services organizer. So he will help with different things like, changing your name, getting driver's license changed, different legal matters without having to go to a lawyer. So that'll save you a lot of money. I'm sure the Mazzoni Center has someone like him as well there. But any center that, works with LGBT, they're probably going to have somebody that knows a little bit about this, so you're not on your own, which is a major, yes, I like this, thank you. My cat wants attention. Sorry about that. There he is, kitten. The room is really messy right now. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna show you all the dogs and all the animals. No, it's fine. But I got all 3 babies here. So, yeah, it's just basically gonna be a blog about my personal transition and how it's going. Trying to think if I'm missing anything. I don't really think I'm missing anything. From, day 1, nothing really changes. I won't start to have any changes probably until about day 3 at least. And more than likely, the only thing is going to be my leg hair. It's going to get darker, and it's going to get longer, and it's going to get more manly. That manly leg hair. But that's about it. That starts right away. Ow, cat! Oh my god, he just stabbed me with his nails. The only thing that's gonna go a little quicker, is mood. I'm gonna get grumpy real quick. But you know, and testosterone does not, it does not change your personality. So me, when I get mad, I don't get physical, I get screamy, I yell. I'm not worried about punching anyone, because, like I said, my personality doesn't change, just how I respond to emotions will. So my personality, I'm very passive. I'm not going to punch you unless you punch me. If you punch me, then you get in these hands. But other than that, I'm not worried about that. Anything regarding any sort of I'm not the same person is not going to happen. Because I am the same person. I just will handle emotions slightly differently. But that's the only real thing that most people tend to be worried about is, oh, they're going to be a completely different person. No, I'm still going to be the same person. I'm just going to be probably a little quicker to get mad. Oh, also, fun fact I did not know, if you start testosterone and you have a family history where all the males have, like, coronary issues, guess what? Your chance of having coronary issues is now going to go up. So, since my family, all the men have had heart problems, I am going to have a higher chance of that. So my butt's going to go to the gym, and you'll be able to see that too in the blog, because I am not about to be playing that game. I will bust my ass and get to Super Saiyan level before I let that shit take me. So, there's going to be that too in the blog. But, on an ending note, it's just going to be an update. And informative. Maybe later I'll make it, you know, something else. But for the meantime, that's all it is. At least for me. Thank you for watching. And see you next week.